I'm as happy as can be. Jiminy cricket, Jiminy Jack, you make my heart go clickety clack. Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly dee. Tweedly dee, tweedly dee. Give it up, give it up, give your love to me. Tweedly dot, tweedly dot. Gimme, 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 gimme all the love you got.
I'm very excited because I'm making something for my brother Jack, and I truly love making things for him because I love him, and I found this wonderful thing that I think he's gonna just go crazy over when I finish it. These packs are my collage packs that I have collected together out of vintage photographs and are different other ephemera from our other sets. For instance, this has bingo from my paper book. This has the background from the paper book as well. Let's say, I think it's actually, that one might be from a French school book. This is from the vintage school collage pack. This is definitely from the paper book, and that's from the paper book. This is from Scripts and Ads. This is from the paper book, and that's Scripts and Ads. So we took backgrounds from different collage packs and put our photos in them and collaged them up for you to make artist trading cards. And we are really into artist trading cards because they are so much fun and easy to make and just really a cool art fix. And I also did not only gentlemen and cars, but I did ladies and children, and of course self-explanatory. And we did the same thing. This is for my vintage hankies. This is from the paper book, vintage hankies and paper book, Scripts and Ads, school background. And then we combine those backgrounds with images from our Rescued Relatives pack to make ATC size papers to stamp up and add embellishments and ink up and distress and do different techniques too. And these are so much fun. I can't tell you, this two of my most favorite things that we've ever put together ever. And I'm gonna open these and show you. I've got pictures in here of my family, and hopefully it can give you some ideas of some things to do with not only the photographs that you collect at garage sales, but your own family photos in a different way, some way to display them and use them, collage them differently than a family history book. And of course we're all into vintage photos. And okay, here is the gentleman's, and I'm going to cut out people that I know that he's going to know. That's our father, Jack. That's my brother, and his name is Jack as well. He's playing with an airplane. And that's our car. I remembered it was a burgundy color. It was a burgundy, deep burgundy, brownish burgundy color Ford. And I'm going to cut those out because I know he will recognize those. And I want to put them in a special book I'm going to make him. So this is how I'm going to start. I'm going to cut these out. Cut out my dad. We love making these. Matter of fact, I have a class this weekend up at Scrap Poem in Tampa, and we're going to have a sheet of, everyone's going to have a different sheet of these, a different sheet of the ladies, and a different sheet of my friends, because I love, oh, little buggy from the outside, like this. And I'm going to oh, I love this. This is ephemera that you can add to things, so I'm going to keep that aside. This is my brother and I. That's my brother and I when we were little. So that one's definitely a good keeper for sure. So put that one out. Put to the side. And there he is, again playing with that airplane. But I already have one of those. Oh, here he is. Here's my brother again. And I love this because he's on his bicycle. And he's pulling a wagon. And that's our dog. I think it's our dog, Taffy. My mom used to raise Cocker Spaniels. And that was one of our dogs. Although that could be a dog before I was born. Because I was born about 5 years after Jack. So it's hard to tell. That might be a different dog. But anyway, we'll have those memories over all of the Cocker Spaniels we had growing up when he sees that picture. And anything to trigger a memory. And I kind of like this, even though it's not my house or my grandma's house. I always just love this house. This is actually my father-in-law's family in Sweden's house. So it's on the other side of the family, but it's still in the family. So here's my brother, and I always tease him about this picture. He's so cute. He has a doll, and he probably had my doll. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. It might have been who knows whose? Could have been his own. But I know when my kids were little, I let them have dolls because I thought it was important for them to care for something. And I bought these little boy dolls, and it might be a little boy doll my brother had. I don't remember it. But anyway, there's that picture put aside, and I'll keep going through them. I love these of the old cars and the little boy, and we have such cute stamps that match these. We have stamps that say from my collection of vintage photos and from rescue relatives, and 100% genuine and authentic and treasured and precious, 100% precious photos and all kind of things. It was going to be fun. And here's my brother, and I love this one. He's a spunky in here. He got his hands on his hip, and you know he's got to say something. So I will cut that one out. It's going to be in his little surprise present I'm going to give to him. And another wonderful page of ephemera to add, which I'm going to put over here with this one because I love ephemera. This looks like our card, but it's not. There's my dad again. There's my mother when she was little with her father. And I'm going to cut that out because you never know, I might have a reason for it. Why not? And if I decide to do something just on cards and travel, I can come back and get those later. Okay. Oh, here's the cutest little pictures of my brother. Here he is in the yard taking his shoe off. And here he is on his little car. So I'm going to take both of those out, put them over there. And here he is again with that little attitude picture because I love that. So we collaged it around marble paper. So I'm going to cut that one out again because I'm not sure which one I want to use. So the first thing is collecting. When you want to do something special gift, I collect photos. I'm not even 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to have some really cool photos of my brother to share, and the gift I'm going to give him. Okay, he's not on this page. He's not on that page. And this is the back. When we do a class with these papers, we make custom backs that are really, really fun. And you can ink up the edges. We just have so much fun with this. I can't wait to do the class this weekend because everybody loves it. And you put your name and your artist, the title, the name of the card, your name, which is we call artist, which is you, and the info, maybe your contact information, like mine is jill@tweetyjill.com, the date it was made, and then how many. If you made more than one, 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. If you only made one, just put 1/1. That means it's an original. So, and then these little gems we use as well, and I'll put that aside and I'll show you how we use that later. So that's what we're going to start with. Okay, now got my things together. Now in here, ladies and children, are pictures of my mother. And so we're going to go through that. She's not on the first page. There's my mom and dad. So I'll cut that one out quickly. I like these ATCs, Artist Trading Card size papers. They're 3.5 by 2.5, and they're really nice little size to be using for different things, tags and journals and cards. And she's not on there. This isn't her, but I just think this is the cutest little sweet picture. So I'm gonna cut it out. I bet I can find a reason to use that, because this little girl is so cute. I got this picture from Leslie Riley. She was kind enough to share it, and it's adorable. This little girl on a step, a big giant purse and big shoes. She's playing dress up. So I'm going to grab that one because I love it. This, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. This picture here has my mother. She was very pretty. And I'm going to use that one because I really like it. She's sitting in the lawn. So I'm going to pull that out. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm not sure, but I might be making this present for my brother's birthday. So these are the cutest little pictures of two little girls. And I maybe could like change that, or maybe just use it the way it is. But they have a little birthday cake in between them, and they have these little paper hats on. They're so cute. It's a birthday picture. So I might be able to use that. Let me see. No pictures on there. Although this is my son. That's my son. I think I might cut that one out. That was my son. It's the cutest little picture I took. He and the friend that he played with after school across the street, this little girl, they'd always dress up like cowboys. And I wanted to take a picture. It was the cutest picture. And I said, "Oh, Matthew, let me take a picture of you and your girlfriend." And he went, "Girlfriend?" Oh, yeah, he did not like her being called his girlfriend. But he's cute. He's got a little Band-Aid on his knee. And he used to wear a mask like the Lone Ranger. And there's a little special vest I got for him because he loved to play cowboy. So anyway, this is a special picture. And even though it's not super, super old, I still put it in there and put it in sepia tones. And it's precious. So I'm going to keep that out. Nothing on here, although I might use some of these because I love these. Are great for like an artist. It's a really good one for like a little artist or someone that does a journal. Matter of fact, I might cut that out because I might need her. I can see that I could use her. So right now what I'm doing is collecting my photos, and as you can see, you can go through your photos, copy them. Ooh, another nice little ephemera page I'm going to keep aside. No one on there that my brother knows. I know them, but no one on there my brother knows. Aren't these the most beautiful pictures of these little girls? And that's the kids' grandparents on the other side of the family. And there's some other ephemera on here too, which I might be able to use. I'll set that aside. Ooh, here's a beautiful picture of my mother, which I've always loved. She's by bookcase. She's really pretty. Remember those hairstyles? And she had a lot of thick hair. She always did. That's my mom and I when I was a little girl. So those two are keepers for sure. Absolutely keepers. And as you notice, we put stamps on these just to kind of get you started. This is my stamp from the Vintage Collage. It's a little bit blown up, but just to get you started, we stamp them up off and on. Not too much, you can tell, just a little. Okay, anybody on here? No. Anybody on here? No, but I do love this picture of this girl with a big suitcase because I have the cutest quote. And this picture actually also came from Leslie Riley. And her pictures were very inspiring. And I have a really cute quote that goes with that, so I'm going to keep that. And this is my grandma. I almost missed her. Wow, I love my grandma. Her name was Frida Bell, and she was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman, and very, very prominent person in my life, and my brother's as well. I do like these cute housekeeping pictures, and even though this is for my brother, I'm going to cut that out. A little bit of ephemera, so I'm going to put that to the side. And here we are at the end, another custom ATC backs to use when we do classes and send these out for collage packs. Now again, I'm going to use this and I'll show you what for later. So I'll put that to the side. Okay, time to do the second video. I'm very excited because I found some more pictures of my brother and I together in my Rescued Relatives pack. And I love Rescued Relatives pack. I can't even tell you. I'm doing a whole series, Rescued Relatives series, and it includes quotes, which is right here, and it also includes a pack of, let me grab them. These quotes are fabulous because there's a page of all different themes like family, birthday, housekeeping, artist, pets. There's a cat and a dog. This is just fabulous. It took us forever to find all these special little quotes, and most of them have like nice little frames, and they can be attached to these cards with the background being my paper book, which is Vintage Collage and Scrapbook Papers European Collection. But I thought it needed a little color. Although I love, 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 love vintage photos, I thought of a really clever way to add color, and it was with scanning my grandma's hankies. And I made a collage pack out of them, so I'm going to grab it quick. There it is, vintage hankies. So these three go together with the paper book to make some fabulous fun cards. And you can even add your own family's photos and make it personally fun. So anyway, I was excited because I found more pictures of Jack and I and our family in the Rescued Relatives pack, and that's very cool because I want to make this a special book for my brother because I love him so much. So I, off camera, cut out a bunch more pictures that I found, and I'm very excited about it. You know, he and I and my dad and my dad's mom, and a bigger picture of him in his car, which I'm going to replace. And I replaced this one too. This is the only thing I've done off camera. But I wanted a big picture of him and I found this big one in Rescued Relatives, so I put that in there. And what I was going to show you, because I'm not sure 100% how much of this I'm actually going to show on camera, so I was going to just give you an idea of what I'm going to do with stamping. And I wanted to go to the airplane picture. And here's some more pictures in Rescue Relatives. That's my mom and I. We look so much alike. And there's me when I was a little girl, and my brother, and all of us with my mother's mother. So anyway, these are going to be great additions. I have to cut them out. I haven't cut them all out yet. So because of that, I'm just going to show you some ideas. I have them in my mind of stamping. I think I have the stamp that's a huge airplane, but I'm going to go ahead and use this one because it'll give me more room to do journaling. I'm putting it on my block because I love our acrylic blocks. They have grids and you can line them up the way that this is out of Tim Holtz's pack. I think everybody knows, well, shouldn't say that. Anyway, he has fabulous stamps and I'm in love with some of them, and I buy them and I mix them with my own things because I love them so much. And this is the airplane. And because I'm a pilot, and this picture is about an airplane that Jack is holding, I'm going to stamp it with that. this video, I'm actually going to be using Tim Holtz stamps. And I'm going to add my stamps on the next video. So I think I'll just maybe down here, then I can kind of tell a story about it. And I love the idea of just spontaneous stamping. I'm going to put, this is going to say, this is Tim's stamp 2. The world of reality has limits, but the world of imagination is boundless. And I really like this. I have a conversation bubble that I'm going to put around this like Jack is saying it. And using, excuse my loudness, I'm going to put this in here like Jack's saying it. I think I'll put it here. And I can put a little bubble around that. Or not, but I probably will. Depends if it fits well. And I always clean all my stamps at the end because I have too much fun stamping to stop in the middle. I also liked the picture of him that I'm going to put in. It's not there yet, but I'm still going to stamp it. And that is the Indian. I'm thinking of it. The Indian picture. Because I kind of like this. My brother did a really cool set of stamps, which I might manufacture. Not 100% sure yet. There's Tim Holtz compass. And if I do manufacture them, I will let everybody know. But right now, they're Jack has them. If you want them, they're called Captain Jack, and the other one is called Treasure Hunt. So put her there, kid. I kind of like that. Let's put a finger. I like that. This I'm going to put Jack's stamps later. He has an arrow. I'll show you when I do it. So I just kind of wanted something on this side, something on that side. And then I'm going to put the picture of him there. I might put a little ticket like it's a special whatever event. Since we're doing bullseyes, I think red is good. So I might do this. And a little red over here, tie it in. Put a little yellow over here. And little blue. These actually, I suppose you can see they're my favorite colors. One thing about color is it does carry you through with unity through your whole entire journal. So that's kind of one reason I like inks. They're just so easy to use. The cat's eyes. Okay, now I'll put that picture in later and finish that later. Top 10 things to do. Oh, my brother likes biking. He hasn't talked about it lately. I'm not sure if he loves walking, but I hope his bike is still working because sometimes our bikes break down. But anyway, oh, that's right. He told me his bike got stolen. I forgot. Ugh, what a bummer. Maybe you can get a new bike. But I think he walks more than bikes anyway. So anyway, top 10 things. I don't know if it's the first, but it's on his list. So I'll put that bike there because I like it. I didn't stamp hard enough there, but we don't want to go back over it because could be sorry. So it's good the way it is. I could even put one Tim Holtz sprockets there. That might be very cool. Alright, now maybe I'll add a couple pictures. Let me see. Just wanted to show you how I was going to do the stamping. I was going to add stamps however I felt like it because that is exactly what makes everything fun. And that's what everything's about. Having fun. I can stamp here. And I just rub it in with my hands, make it blend better. noticing the video is blurry. Might not be taking. Just cut it off. Oh, no, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. My hand might have done that. Anyway, there's color. Might add this too, because why not? Or later on in the book we can add colors, different colors. There. Ooh, yellow fell off. I've scrubbed these to death, that's why they get like that. So when they get real bad, I just toss them. Okay. Yeah, I found some great stuff. Probably add something here later. Okay, now I also like to use my stencils, and I'm going to be getting into that so you can see. Sometimes I make my own stencils, like for instance, there's a bag of things. I like Magic Mesh. I know the girl that put it together at the company, and she's awesome, so I like to use hers. Things, Magic Mesh. It's rolls of circles, are cool. And I also make my own circles. I just punch something and I ink it and get a little texture of circles. If I put it up there, I usually always put it somewhere else or on the other page. Tie it together. Now we don't want just that because that's too in your face kind of thing, and so we're going to add some small ones there, maybe here. It's all texture, it's all about texture, and I'll probably add that off and on throughout the book, and I'm not that picky about it, as you can tell, because it's just who I am. I like to have fun. I don't want to get professional to where I'm mad at myself if something doesn't look exactly the way I want it. So, and I like that. That's good enough. And then I'll add a lot to it later, and maybe type. I always like to use 3 colors. I just have this thing in my mind, so I'm going to add. Actually, just going to add some green. Not a lot of it, but just a little. Come back in here and add a couple of dots. There you go. So this is going to be a page. I'm going to put some things in later. That's just how to add texture. These aren't stencils, but I'm going to add some stencils later. This gives you an idea of what you can just do with making your own stencils out of a punch. I just punched some cardstock with a, looks like a half-inch punch. And like I said, this is Magic Mesh. And she makes some other things too. She makes different sizes of circles, and she also does this. This is kind of cool. It's a checker. So what that does is just adds a little texture to that page. We'll come back to it later and add more things. Thanks for watching. I'm thinking that, well, no, I got a little more time. Okay, here we go. I do love some other things that Tim holds. I'm going to put Curiosity. I like that. Because the next video is going to be my stamps, so I'll put a few more of his. Curiosity, like that. Admit one, that's going to go on a ticket later. I put some photographs on this page? So I'm just going to use, I've got this on my stamps too. I'm going to use my vintage later, my word vintage, but for here I'm just going to put photographs, and I'll stamp vintage with my stamps later. And I'll combine our things. Because they're going to be vintage photographs, I probably could get away with adding this way cute stamp of Tim's. All these are Tim's now. That one's Tim's. This one's Tim Holtz. And I love that one. Okay, so now look how plain that looks. Just dress it up a little bit. Doesn't take much, does it? It's amazing. And we'll add pictures. You have found some great stuff. We'll put some pictures here. Something that I haven't used yet. There's a cute picture of my brother feeding me graham crackers. Oh, here's a really cute picture of my brother and my grandmother and I. That could go on there. And both of these could actually go on there. So I may put them right on there. And leave a little room for conversation bubbles if I want. And my grandma's picture up here. I like to show the little pieces of the house because it helps my brother and I remember. Oh, that's okay. I like it. Need to tie in some color. There. I must have just done that with my hand. Cute. Okay, there we go. And everything kind of ties in with the inks. There we go. And I'll make some little quotes there, journal quotes about what's happening. My brother looks like he's opening his mouth. He wants a piece of graham cracker. And there we are with my grandma. And his eyes are closed and I'm crying, but it's one of the only pictures we have that I know of my brother and I with my grandma. And so anyway, I'm going to sign off right now, and because I've got 17 minutes. But I want you to see how I'm adding stamps and how I'm adding textures to the pages.